It has been an emotional day for friends, for family, and the local community.
As detectives continue their investigation into what happened, two families are shattered with grief. 40-year-old Murray Lancaster went on a shooting spree this morning, killing his ex-girlfriend Valorie Short, her father Welland Buddy Short, and Lancaster's ex-wife Erica Green. Lancaster then committed suicide. We have several reporters covering the breaking developments. We begin with Kumasi Aaron, who spoke with the Clay County Sheriff about what happened today. Kumasi?
Well, we heard him throughout the day giving us updates here at the Green Cove Police Department, but afterwards he told me this was so much more than a job for him because he had a connection to everyone really who was involved in what happened today. Now, Murray Lancaster is the nephew of a former Clay County sheriff, and Sheriff Beasley actually told me he was on the phone with the former sheriff when they found his nephew dead.
Those words may have meant the end of a manhunt Clay County Sheriff Rick Beasler had overseen for hours. But for the long-serving law enforcement officer, the case of Murray Lancaster, believed to have shot and killed 3 people before killing himself, was anything but open and shut.
It is a sad time. I mean, I've known the Lancaster family my whole life. I go to church with them. It's just a really sad time. I've watched these children grow. I've known them my whole life. So when something like this happens, it really, when you know the victims and you know the people involved, it makes it a lot harder.
Murray Lancaster's uncle, Scott Lancaster, not only held the position of sheriff before Beasler did, but the two grew up together. That longtime friendship came into play during the investigation.
It was very difficult. He was on the phone with me as the SWAT team was moving up to secure the residence, and you know, he sort of expected the worst. I know probably from his standpoint, it made it easier talking to a friend, someone that he knew.
Sheriff Beasler says there's a sense of pride in the way his deputies and other agencies handled this far-reaching situation, and a sense of relief that they're all safe.
While we're, sorry that the suspect is deceased, I'm glad that our deputies are not going to have to confront someone that killed 3 people and possibly have a really bad outcome there.
Now, Sheriff Beasler told me former Sheriff Scott Lancaster is on his way back to the area, and also he said that despite the way everything unfolded today, Lancaster said that he's just very happy with the way deputies handled the situation. In Green Cove Springs, Kumasi Aaron, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Kumasi. All the roads are back open after they were shut down for hours at the edge of Green Cove Springs during this manhunt and investigation.
Channel 4 Scott Johnson joining us live from the intersection where investigators say Murray Lancaster shot and killed his girlfriend and her father. Scott?
Joy, this is where it happened, right here at the intersection of County Road 315 and Medina. This is where the investigators say Murray Lancaster went after abducting his girlfriend and met up with her father, Buddy Short. This is where they say he shot and killed both of them. Police had this whole area shut down for hours this afternoon while they searched for Murray Lancaster before discovering he had killed himself. Investigators say he went into a nail salon a few miles away in Green Cove Springs and abducted his girlfriend, Valorie Short. They eventually came here to County Road 315 in Medina, where police say he shot them outside Short's pickup truck. This all happened shortly before Murray Lancaster located his ex-wife near Clay County landfill, which isn't that far away, where she worked, and killed her there. We spoke with a friend of Valorie Short who says she knew the couple had problems.
Honestly, I kind of thought it in the back of my head, but I don't think I ever wanted to believe something like this would happen, especially somebody like her. But, people's true colors really do come out, and that's what we're seeing here today, and it's very sad.
And of course, as we reported all day, this happened just hours before Lancaster and his girlfriend were slated to have a court hearing in Clay County to discuss an injunction she filed against her. She filed against him for allegedly battering her weeks ago. So that's an indication of the types of problems they were having. Certainly no justification for what led up to this. We're live in Clay County. Scott Johnson, Channel 4, the local station.
3 Clay County families are shattered by this homicidal domestic violence.
Mary is joining us now with more about each of the victims. Mary?
Joy and Targ, both Erica Green and Valorie Short each had 2 children, and sources tell News 4 Jax one of the women was pregnant. Green Cove Springs is a small, tight-knit community, so these deaths today have created widespread pain. Valorie Short was Murray Lancaster's girlfriend. She turned 30 in February. She had 2 young boys in 1st and 3rd grade. Their father is traveling here right now from out of state to be with them. And we know Valorie and Murray Lancaster had been dating for roughly 2 years. She studied at the Orange Park Beauty Academy. We've learned their relationship recently turned violent. Lancaster was charged with battery against his girlfriend. And here's what we know about Lancaster's ex-wife, Erica Green. She was 31 years old. She and Lancaster had 2 young children who are under the age of 10, a boy and a girl. The 2 have been divorced for about 2 years, and Erica was engaged to be married. Friends are grieving the loss of their friends and the loss of these young mothers. Tark. I'm sorry, the 3rd victim, Welland Buddy Short, was Valorie Short's father. He was 54 and he worked in construction, and according to police, he was lured to the location. He and his daughter were killed. Tark.
Thanks, Mary. Well, if you're just turning on your television this evening, we want to recap everything that unfolded in Clay County today. It was around 9:45 this morning. Investigators say Murray Lancaster kidnapped his girlfriend, Valorie Short, at gunpoint from a Green Cove Springs hair salon. He then drove her to Magnolia Point Golf and Country Club. Police say that's where Murray encountered Short's father, Welland Buddy Short. He then shot and killed both of them. Investigators say Murray then drove to the Rosemary Hill Road landfill where his ex-wife, Erica Green Lancaster, worked, and shot and killed her. Police say Lancaster fled the scene then in his pickup truck, which was found outside of the Lancaster family home on State Road 16. A rifle was found inside the truck. Clay County SWAT team surrounded a nearby camper on the property, and hours later, around 2:30 this afternoon, deputies announced that Lancaster shot and killed himself. And at some point before that, officers say Lancaster went to his kid's school to leave a message, but he was refused access into that school. Nearby schools were put on lockdown as a precaution, and officers shut down several roads in the area. They're now focusing all their attention on that camper where they found Lancaster, continuing to search for evidence this evening.